Peace, y'all. You know who it is. It's your boy, the Anarchist, and I'm here with my boy,
Invisiblekatana.
And we are here, a few nobodies, talking about nothing much at least. But one thing I do want to get into is the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. Kobe!
Oscar.
Kobe, if he's not the greatest person in the world, I know we already know he's the greatest player in the world, but he could very possibly be all around the greatest person in the world. His personality and character is much like his game. It's all around. You can shoot, you can defend, you know what I'm saying? You can win Oscars, you know what I'm saying?
Dodge rape allegations.
Hey, he can do it all. There's nothing this man can't do, but I'm glad you brought that up. Kobe Bryant won the award for some shit I don't give a fuck about. Short movie, which I'm pretty sure is good. Never going to see it, but congratulations to him. But the controversy around Kobe is people are, I guess, say a little perturbed that he got an Oscar from the Oscars or the Academy Awards, who this year definitely made it a point to point out, I guess, women's success. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to big up women like everybody do, pandering to these bitches. Pander to these hoes, but we ain't gonna do it. I'm playing.
I'm gonna see my giant chocolate chip cookie
right,
over there.
Get your fucking cookie, don't you? But yeah, everybody pandering to these bitches out here. Don't you? But anyway, so they did that with the show, and people are a little upset that they gave Kobe, of all people, an Oscar when he has allegations in his past. Now, Invisiblekatana, I want to get your take on this, man. What you think, man? Should we hold Kobe to the fire, man, or no? What do you think about this?
It's one of those weird things where it's like, all right, you got rape allegations, but then it's like, well, does that take away from kind of the facts of the creativity, I guess? That's kind of the best way I can really think to look at it. Because we've had that before, is, you know, every time something comes up, especially when it was the hashtag #MeToo movement, a ton of stuff was coming up where it's like, well, this person won this, Casey Affleck.
Right.
And it was like, he's won awards and he has rape allegations, other people, you know, it's all the same stuff. And it's like, with, you know, the Hollywood culture as it is, there's a ton of people that got busted recently for us, but it's like, we know that every famous person, you know, a big chunk of famous people already knew, and those same people were getting standing ovations when they won whatever award it may have been, Oscar or whatever.
Right.
So it's like, I mean, it's already said and done. It's one of those things where it's like, it's happened before. We've already had it a million different times within the past year. So having it happen with Kobe, it's like, it's one of those weird situations where it's like, you know, for some people, like I said, it's the same thing. For some people, it comes up, and then for other people, it's just kind of swept under the rug. And when were his allegations even?
Bro, them shits was like,
I feel like that was forever ago. Because when people bring it up, it make it seem recent. But I'm like, I thought that was.
I think I might have been in middle school at the motherfucking time.
Yeah, because I'm like, when people
at least high school, freshman, sophomore in high school. That was a long time ago. That's back when I used to watch basketball. I don't even watch this shit no more.
Yeah, so when people bring it up, then it starts to get into like, is it because he's black? Like, is it just a race thing? Because that's so old, it becomes like,
you know,
why does that even?
I have to be honest, man. I'm inclined to say that it is, only because Roman Polanski. You know about this dude?
Not 100%, but I definitely know.
He molested somebody the same year he was supposed to get an Oscar. And you know what he did? He did that take the race. He did the dash. He got the fuck out of the country and still accepted his award. I want to thank the Academy. And I don't remember people at the time going, maybe you shouldn't have gave it to him. I remember people saying, the work is good, man. Look, don't judge man by his character, man. Judge him by his work, okay? I know he's a child molester in real life, but god damn it,
creativity, character versus creativity.
Exactly. So it's just like Kobe don't play basketball no more. Once he was playing basketball, he could, you know, people was like, man, fuck a rape allegation. Did you see that motherfucking dunk Kobe just did? He just threw the legs on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that white bitch in Colorado. That dude, he's balling. Kobe, you know what I'm saying? But he ain't on the court no more. But the thing is, I hate that Kobe can't make no noise. Because it's like, damn, you want to shoot you a short film, win you an Oscar, and people still going to be hating. I don't know, man. What you think?
Like I said, when it gets to the fact that stuff is so insanely old, and still technically allegations. Every time I heard it, it was still allegations. It wasn't like
never convicted of nothing.
And it's like, it's still brought up as like, in general, it's brought up. The fact that is brought up in general, where it's like, you said you were probably in middle school. It's, forever ago. Like, when people bring it up, honestly, I was kind of like, did that happen recently where I was thinking that? And then it's like, no, they're talking about the old stuff. Like, this is nothing, this isn't new news. This is just, he won an Oscar. Let's talk about that thing 10 years ago. It's like.
That he might have did, but probably not, but maybe.
So it's just like, it kind of just falls back on like, it seems like it's just race-based. When it's that old, it just seems like it's solely race-based.
Because really, subconsciously, white people hate when black people get Oscars. They're like, fuck! Give it to another one of those niggers? Why? They hate that shit. I'm telling you, they like, this is ours. Give them a fucking BET award or something. Give them a Soul Train fucking award. Anything. Why do they even want? But you know, that's interesting, man, because it got me to thinking, which can be bad. Or it could be good, but for the most part, it's bad. So I'm sitting in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, us men, we are really victims in the game.
Okay.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. See, you already went. Don't debate me. Hear me out.
Eating my giant cookie.
Eat that fucking cookie and listen. All right, man. I'm starting to think about it. Us guys is really the true victims, because listen. Now, clearly, as men, physically, you understand? Only physically do we have the upper hand on women. Do you understand? If a woman walked in here right now, we just shot the fade 1-on-1, chances are I'm going to win. You understand?
Yes.
I could probably choke her the fuck out, stomp her, you know what I'm saying? Kick her in the. I was about to get graphic, but I'm gonna leave that joke alone. But yeah, physically we could dominate women for the most part. But the thing is, I'm noticing, man, women got that subconscious dominance. I feel like their power is more in the mind, you understand? And I bring that up to say what we was talking about earlier. I'm sitting down at home watching TV, which is something I rarely do. I'm not a TV watcher, I'll be honest. Do you watch TV?
Yeah.
Besides Netflix, I'm just talking about cable TV.
Yeah, that's what most of my reviews are based on, is just regular
Damn,
TV.
I thought your shit was all off Netflix, but alright. But yeah, so I'm watching TV, something I don't usually do, but I'm like, fuck it, nothing else to do. I'm bored as fuck. Channel surfing, and I get to you know what? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it, cause now that I thought about it, I'm like, damn, should I tell me what it? But I'm gonna keep it 100 on what I was watching. I was watching the Wendy Williams show, you understand? I gotta see what's up. I gotta see what these bitches be talking about.
So she passed out again?
Fuck a Wendy, I ain't really, but I gotta see what's going on, because I want to see what the topics was, you know what I'm saying? I do a podcast. I like to stay true to what's going on in the world. So I'm listening to this shit. She going on about some celebrity gossip bullshit. And then I notice, alright, next is this movie I really like called Brown Sugar. Taye Diggs, Sanaa Lathan. You seen it?
No.
Look, give me your black card, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Now!
Most black movies, will say, I have not seen. I've seen Love and Basketball. I've seen Black Panther.
Give me this damn card. You get it back when you see the movie. But anyway.
I'll be the same movie.
I'm watching Brown Sugar, a classic in the urban black community. Classic romantic movie. And I'm noticing the channel that I'm watching it on. Do you know what that channel was?
I do, but we'll say I don't.
The channel is called BET Her. Now, for those of the Caucasoid race out there, BET stands for Black Entertainment Television. And the fact that it had her on the end, I would conclude is trying to say that this is the black woman's channel. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
And, I started, like I said, I got to thinking. I was like, okay, that sounds cool. We got black TV, so that's basically for black people. And now they're coming out with BET Her, so that's for black women. But it dawned on me when I looked at BET as I was watching Brown Sugar, a romantic comedy on BET Her, for women, but I, as a man, was watching that because I enjoyed that movie. When I looked at BET, Diary of a Mad Black Woman was on there. So I thought that was peculiar, because if BET Her is for women, you see where I'm going with this. You'd expect that maybe BET would maybe kind of cater to their male audience, right? Because you got a whole channel for your women. So this is what I'm saying. It's kind of like, because think about it, right now, like I just said, if a woman walk into this door right now, if she start any problems, I'm bitch smacking the fuck out of her. She hitting the floor, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Physically dominant. But right now in the world, every single man is shook as fuck They shook to go up to a woman. They shook to talk to a woman. Hell, they can't even touch a woman's ass no more. You can't even do that anymore without getting fucked up. It's like, what's happening to this world, man? You can just go around. I'm just kidding.
Man.
I'm just kidding. But you see what I'm getting at. Now, am I totally lost on this or what?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
I feel
Think about it. They got our minds. Guys is legit scared. Like, oh shit, better not talk to her. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to end up in. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Corporations are scared. They starting a whole channel for women, for black women, when the whole channel was for a black woman. It was no man. Think about it. What manly stuff is really on TV besides sports? I'm talking about narrated shows or whatever. What stuff can you say? Okay, that's for men.
I don't know. Nothing's made for anybody.
Talk shows, like, who are they made for? I'm talking about the early talk shows.
Early morning talk shows
are
probably most likely for stay-at-home wives. I mean, that's when they were literally created, though. So you have that sort of creation.
Let's keep going.
That's what it was
you got
for.
Even stuff at nighttime, like you got most of the scripted shows. Even if you can just say they're for everybody. When you really dive deep into these shows, most of them are for women. Because guys don't care about love interest, and every single one of these shows have one, right? Mm-hmm. Here we go. No.
I mean, you're saying that, but it's like there are some people who care where it's like, all right, if you have a love interest for a certain character, maybe that love interest is just a cool character, and you're curious to see how those characters interact together. That can totally be a legitimate thing. Sure, it's like the relationship stuff might not matter. And there's definitely shows where I've watched where I'm like, I couldn't care less about this relationship. Right. That typically comes way more from, this character just sucks. I don't care. But there are times where it's like, I'm curious how that's going to play out. Like Gotham, I think, is a really good example. I won't spoil it, because that's a more recent thing. But it was like, okay, they have like a relationship thing going. I was like, I wonder how this will play out. That I cared about. A lot of times, it's just like,
how much did the relationship actually bear on the overall story?
It was a huge thing.
Okay.
It was like two main
I'm
characters.
not saying writers can't make it good, but I'm saying that the thing is, one thing I have noticed, and I'm being totally serious on this. I know a lot of our audience cannot tell when I'm being serious, because half the time I do be serious. I like trolling.
You just say it.
I just love trolling. Don't you love trolling? I'm glad we put a word to this now, because I'm like, I always love this. Back to the flat earth. I always love it. You know what I'm saying? Just, you can say something to just piss a motherfucker off. You can just say it. Like,
just mad for mad.
Yeah. You mad?
Mad, bro?
You mad, bro? You mad? No. But yeah, man, But it is what it is. Women can run the world. I don't give a fuck. What else you want to talk about, man?
No, okay, so this BET her thing. Mm-hmm. So, what would you... Okay, this is my question for you. What would you say is the main image, I guess, of BET? Because when we were talking about this before the actual podcast, there was something that instantly came to mind that's within the last 2 or 3 years. So I was curious, what, if you say like BET is this, what is the first image that comes to mind for you?
Honestly, and maybe this is not even the right image, because I always get BET and VH1 mixed up, but I always think of reality TV shows.
Okay. So that I would think of for VH1 more. And BET has definitely changed from what it used to be, which was more music based, and now they've got a million TV. It's a lot like MTV has become, where it's like it used to be more music and now it's TV shows.
Right.
But when we were talking about it, where you mentioned BET her, the first thing I thought of, like for BET as far as for guys, was the Oscar award winning Suicide Squad for makeup or whatever dumb thing they won, because that movie was whatever. But the guy in there, Killer Croc, clearly he was meant to be a black guy. Do a whole movie, spoilers for Suicide Squad, even though it doesn't mean anything. They go through the whole movie, it's like, oh, you guys are heroes, this, that, what do you guys want, this and that. Killer Croc is the super generic black dude, is like, I want BET. No black person wants BET, period. But when he's watching BET, it's it's just the butt-shaking music video. That's what it was. That was the generic, stereotypical version of BET. Okay. And that's kind of what it was. That's what BET kind of was. So that, I would say, was more for guys than it was for women.
Well,
and that's just because of music videos.
Yeah, right. If you're looking at it from a music standpoint, because I will be honest, we all have to be honest, the music industry is extremely male. Mm-hmm. In fact, when you really look at the whole entertainment industry, is slighted towards males. Mm-hmm. But, like I said, the channel of BET, they don't necessarily do that no more. You don't got 106 in Park. Mm-hmm. I honestly don't know if they even really play music like that on BET. To be honest,
I don't know.
I don't think they do. I've never seen music on BET. I don't even think they have a music show anymore. I know the music videos is on fucking MTV Jams. It's like another BET Soul. They got a channel just for music. They don't put music on there no more. So that debunks your whole argument. Next, I'm getting you the fuck out of here today. Next,
it's not debunked. I'm just saying that's what BET basically started as, and then it just shifted, and now it's all the different shows. I mean, honestly, all I can think of is after the game got canceled, they picked up the game, and then Kevin Hart's show. Those are literally like the only two things I can think of for what's on BET outside of old movies.
Kevin Hart's show was like the Man Dude, Man Wild.
Husbands of Hollywood. Yeah, that's a really funny show too.
It probably is.
No, it definitely is. I've seen like the first 2 or 3 seasons, and then it's BET, so it's one of those things where like I never keep track. I just wait till it's on Netflix, and then I try to watch it later.
You know that actually that lets me think about a really, really good topic I want us to kind of hash out real quick.
Okay.
What does it mean to be black? I really want to know your
F knows, man.
No, listen. Wait before you start.
Okay.
Before you start on it. Let me give a little context, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I feel like every black person has their own perspective of what it is to be black, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff coming to play. 1, your shade.
That's true.
2, your age, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And just, I guess your experience is probably the biggest one. So, you talking about BET like I've never seen it before. Some people may say, you ain't watching BET, you ain't black. But I don't even watch BET, but I don't watch TV at all. So, you know, I think I might have that
Nobody watches BET like they used to anyway anymore.
That's true. But I think, man, BET, me and you don't watch it, so I don't know, we can't gauge. But that's a channel that has not, you know what I'm saying, gone away. Yeah. So they got...
I mean, they definitely got stuff on there, and I think especially now with the TV show element compared to the music side.
Just playing music all day, right. Because you playing music all day is a way for a channel to get itself in the game. You know what I'm saying? You can just get people who just sit there and want to sit there and watch music all day. But once you get established, you want to get shows to bring traction, get advertisers. But back to my question.
What does it mean to be black?
To you, give me your opinion on exactly what you think it means, if anything, to be black.
Black in America. Man, that's an interesting one. So
I know.
So being black it's an interesting, especially obviously black in America, African American, if you will. If you will. Because of course we have obviously the obvious history of slavery and things like that.
Oh, tell me more. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's been a while. So such a long time ago. But yeah, it's like this really different version of most nationalities within this country. Like it's Native Americans, obviously, you know how that played out, and then African American people, Africans being brought over here, dying on the way here, dying here, slavery, and just all the madness of that, and how it, you know, eventually got better over time. But obviously, you know, we don't have to go back too far to be like, well, people were still being hosed down and attacked by dogs. So you have that concept where, because of stuff like that, that's why we have moments where it's like every black person is like, I need to see Black Panther. Every black person loses their mind because of Black Panther. Like, it's the best Marvel movie and this and that, which I don't think it is, by the way.
And why is it?
Because it's a celebration beyond just, oh, it's black people doing it. Like, it's different in like the UK. Like, I'm sure it's still somewhat similar where it's like, you know, a celebration of black cultures, because obviously even in Black Panther a lot of people are like some of the actors are from the UK and stuff like that. But it is different here because of slavery and because of
they did have slavery in the UK, even though it ended a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, obviously I don't know the full history of, you know, UK slavery and stuff like that, but it is different. It was like, it sucked, obviously, I mean, slavery, but it was like that, and then it didn't really get better. It was like small increments and stuff like that over time, but it's that concept of being black in what eventually became the United States was this really crazy thing. It was like this crazy thing. It was like, maybe you could escape up north. You know, Canada has always just been pretty cool. So you escape up north, escape to Canada or come up here in Michigan. It was not that bad either because we're the north and not obviously the south. And it's super crazy down there. It still get kind of nuts down there sometimes.
Oh yeah.
But being black, and like I said, being black specifically in America, it's hard to say exactly what it means,
What does it mean to
But-
you? Because I feel like the reason why I asked the question is like I feel like there are some black people that's just like, oh, you don't do that, man. You ain't, man. You ain't eat chicken. You ain't, man. You don't rock George, man. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, do you feel
Some
that
of
way?
the
Is it
stereotypes.
like there are some things that if you don't do, kind of exclude you from
being black?
the black experience?
I don't
You
think
can't be
that-
excluded from being black, but I just feel like just the camaraderie, you know?
I personally don't think so, but maybe that's because I'm kind of on the outside of it. Like,
Right.
I don't really listen to rap. I mean, I like old school hip hop stuff. Like, I pretty much don't like anything modern.
Not even a little Uzi Vert.
That's exactly my example right there.
Little
Why I
Yachty?
don't like stuff that's modern. But
Man, you
like I like old school stuff. One of the biggest things growing up, you know, in school and stuff like that, for me, it was always, you know, we watch movies. It's gonna be black movies, love
So
and
your parents-
basketball and stuff like that.
Did your parents make you watch black movies?
No, they didn't make me, no. But when I'll tell you, one of my least favorite things, I freaking hate Medea, man. But
No, you-
everybody
hell no.
was like, every time it was movie day in school, it was like, let's watch Medea. I'm like, this is a waste of my freedom. This is an absolute waste. I have to watch a dumb Medea play. Everybody else is laughing. Haha.
Oh, it was the
I'm
play
like,
too? Oh,
no,
no.
this was before there was the movies. It was when it was the Medea
play is so fucking
plays.
boring. Oh god.
And it was every time everybody wanted to watch Medea, I'm like, I don't know why anybody finds this funny. Period. I've always hated it. Sorry, Tyler Perry. I know you've been in like
Fuck Tyler Perry.
800 billion things or whatever, but it was one of those things. It was like every black person seemed to love Medea, and I was just like, I hate this. This is the most useless thing in the universe to me. Most black movies, I was always bored. It was just like, mostly because we talked about it before. It was like, it was always freaking love stories. Maybe it's just because I hate romantic movies for the most part, because it's just the same boring story most of the time. It's like, oh, we're childhood friends. That's like half of all romance movies. Is we're childhood friends, and I didn't notice it. And they're just black people, so they do basketball.
Right.
It's like just
Or-
black stuff. It's
Actually, all right, let me
stereotypical black stuff.
Damn, you made it sound fun. And they're black people, so of course they're playing basketball.
It's just stereotypical
Love and
stuff.
basketball.
Love and basketball.
What's next? Love and Kool-Aid? Just whatever you fucking niggers like. But anyway, let me
I would say Deliver Us from Eva is a good movie though.
that shit sucked. That shit sucked.
I like
ass.
that
What
one.
you talking about?
See, that's one of the ones that I liked. It wasn't the same. We used to be
Gabrielle
used
Union.
to-
No, that shit sucked.
We used to be friends, and this and that. It's like
Hey,
at least it was
Cool J,
different.
that shit was.
At least it was different. See, I like that one. It was
What if, all right, not all right.
a little bit different.
I'm gonna run down some movies. I want to see if you seen them. Clearly, you haven't seen Brown Sugar. You have seen Love and Basketball. What'd you think of that? You ain't like Love and Basketball?
Last time I saw that, I remember was in high school, so I don't remember anything about it.
Wow, son.
Yeah.
I seen that movie like 30, 40 times, son. I had to get 2 DVDs. What's wrong with you? You ain't
If it helps my black card, I did sneak to
Nah, I
watch.
still got your black
did
card,
sneak to
no.
watch Friday when I was super young.
You had to sneak.
Well, my parents were apparently, this is the story. My parents were watching it. So the way our apartment was set up was you have the living room and then you have like the little hallway. So I was like in the hallway
With your popcorn.
laying down and laughing at the movie, and they're like, "What is that noise?" And it's me going,
Right.
and then like they got up and looked at down the hallway, and I was watching Friday as they were watching. I was laughing and stuff. So.
Yeah, so Friday, that's another hood classic.
I love
hood
Friday.
classic movie.
Friday is hilarious, but see, I like comedy stuff, and
Most black movies are comedies, though.
yeah, but it's comedy romance, and that's I think why I was always against it. It was just like everything was always the black comedy romance movie. It was two people getting together, and it's like that is the most
What about
annoying thing.
Have you ever seen a movie called? It's a black movie, but I think it's probably one of the best ever.
Seen
made.
Love Jones.
Actually, yeah, I've seen Love Jones. That's cool.
I like Love Jones.
That's cool. That's alright. But what about you ever seen a movie called Blood and Bone?
No.
You have to see that movie. The second you leave out of here, type in Blood and Bone
Okay.
and make sure you see it. Honestly, black movie,
Mm-hmm.
low budget, of course, but man, it's actually a karate movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, we talked about that. I mean, I don't know how much it counts, but we talked about The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy.
Oh yeah, that's a black
I love
movie.
that.
Yeah, great black movie.
Seen that about 100 times.
Yeah, that's
But
an excellent
once again,
movie. That's an
martial
excellent
arts.
movie. Coming to America?
Yeah, I've seen comedy. I was actually watching that the other day.
Really?
It's like, you dumb fuck. What is a dumb fuck?
I see,
Making me laugh. I'm like-
Literally, I seen that one part. Stop when he called it
Yeah,
in Texas.
yeah.
You dumb fuck.
See,
They pulled up to the projects. People was taking their shit. Stop a thief! Like somebody in the hood gonna stop somebody. Stop! Somebody stop that man! Let him have our princely robes.
Yeah. Coming to America. Definitely seen Coming to America.
No, the part when he chopped off his little thing in the back. That'd be $15. That's hilarious, bro. Hey, what do you feel about them maybe coming out with a Coming to America 2? Don't fucking with me.
It's one of those weird because that's like them talking about making another Beverly Hills Cop movie, which I've seen all of those too. So,
I'm making it down.
What do you think of that? Like, Coming to America.
Beverly Hills Cop or
both of those. I mean,
Beverly Hills Cop. They can stop that. When they on 6 or 7, when they can. No.
It was only 3.
They did the sequels and the other sequel. They done. No, and then the last ones was terrible. The only one that was good was the first one.
The second one was good too. The third one was like that weird sort of third sequel where like one of the characters is gone and stuff like that. And it's like they bring back like half the people.
I didn't like the second one because when I looked at the second one, I'm like, all right, it's still kind of entertaining, but what's the fucking point? Like the first one really sets from Detroit, go to LA, and that's the dynamic. I feel like, okay, you still in LA or what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's just like let's just keep.
I forgot even what the story was of the second one.
Exactly. It's just doing the same shit.
Because the first one is Buddy died and that's why he left.
Yeah.
And then
it's an actual story.
One, he just went back.
Yeah. So no, they should leave that alone. They should leave that alone. But Coming to America is actually one of the greatest love stories, black love stories of all time. Let's debate.
That's a good story.
I mean, the greatest of all time. I just said.
I mean, he wanted to find a woman that was intellectual, and who didn't just do whatever he said. Like the woman who was like, "What type of music do you like? Whatever you like."
That's my favorite scene. Whatever you like. I need a bitch like that. What you gonna do tonight? Whatever you like.
See, that's not what he wanted. He wanted someone who would challenge him physically and mentally. So he had to go. So that's why he had to go to Queens, because only place fit for a king.
She's challenging my pimp hand right now. Just think of what still.
Go to God, what's that? Oh my God, was it?
No. Was talking about the land he was from?
No, not the place. The fake McDonald's spot. It was like, it's not
McDonald's.
the Arches. Yeah, McDonald's. It's not the.
See, they got the all patty, no C. We ain't got no C. He just literally named what the Big Mac was. Yeah. The only difference was his burger had no fucking C.
We McDonald's. See, they got the Arches. We got the M.
No, all right, they got the 2 arches.
Yeah, it's just a wider M. I was like, man, McDonald's.
Right. He gets totally copied off. That's funny though.
That was good.
But Samuel Jackson in that movie.
Wasn't that his first role?
No, fuck no. Samuel Jackson? No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his first ever role.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that was it. It was him in Coming to America. I think that was Samuel Jackson's first thing.
He was young in that, so I don't know. We gotta go back and look at it.
Because he didn't start till he was older. Samuel Jackson, yeah.
I can see that.
And I'm pretty sure that was like his first thing. And it was him
robbing. He got into the acting game. It's like that dude, he don't even play a character. He just go and be Samuel L. Jackson. Come on, motherfucker!
That's every
come
movie.
On, put the money in it. Come on. I'm like, this nigga's
That's him. I heard that he says that because he has a stutter. I heard that's why he says motherfucker all the time. It's because he actually, that was kind of his way of getting past having a stutter. Okay. Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant though. You see, you learn something new every day.
Motherfucker. Only movie he couldn't say it in was Star Wars. And he probably would have said it at the end because he got killed. And it was like, oh, you motherfucker. Thrown out the window.
They should have had to do it at least once. Everybody would have been crazy.
That would have been hilarious if they had Samuel Jackson say that in Star Wars. Episode 3, like, oh, you motherfucker.
But yeah, man, black movies, man.
Coming to America, though, I don't think they should make a sequel, but there's a million things that shouldn't have had sequels or reboots or whatever, so who knows? But
yeah, you a hater, man.
I'm not a hater. It's just I don't want. I mean, they're making. You ever seen the movie Twins? It's with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. They're making triplets, and Eddie Murphy is going to be the third brother. That's what they're talking about doing.
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
So there you go. There's weird stuff like that where it's like, just
switching gears real quick because we about to end this motherfucker. Seen any good comedy specials? What do you think about? I heard Marlon Wayans has a comedy special, which shout out to Marlon Wayans, but I think that's gonna be ass, bro. I seen him do an interview and he was like, Marlon Wayans be trying to be funny, bro. He is when he on TV or doing movies, but stand up, bro. And it's called Woke-ish. And you know, you see the little snippets of the trailer. If I don't laugh one time in the snippets of your trailer, bro, I'm, you know. When it's a Dave Chappelle, I'm like, I'm on the fucking floor. Dave, you killing me. You know what I'm saying? Even, you know, Chris Rock. I don't think Chris Rock is the funniest dude in the world, but he got some singers.
I hadn't heard that Marlon was doing anything.
Yeah, he got a new comedy special called Wokish. Check that out, y'all.
Is it on Netflix or?
It's on Netflix.
I'll check it out. I mean, I like the Wayans. I love the Wayans Brothers show.
Love their show.
That was one of my favorite shows.
Because and the reason why I segue to that, talking about black film and stuff like that, the Wayans I feel like is very, very powerful in black TV movies, starting with Keenen.
It's like 800 of them, so yeah.
Exactly. Got the first, second, the third generation coming.
It was like Keenen Ivory Wayans, Damon Wayans, Marlon Wayans, Sean Wayans, Kim. And then they got like some other secret siblings and stuff like that I didn't know about. Because I think it was when I first started watching In Living Color. It was when I even realized they had a sister. Because she was in a show. I just didn't know that was like Kim Wayans.
She was in the Wayans show. She was in the Wayans Brothers show.
No, she was in something else too. I just can't think of what the show was. I think it was a show with LL Cool J.
Okay. And
I just didn't know like, oh, that's Kim Wayans. That's like one of the Wayans siblings.
Yeah.
And so I didn't know that for years. And I was like, oh, they got a sister too. I was like, I knew it was already like 5 freaking guys. And then it was like they got sisters too. So it was just crazy because when Damon Wayans had My Wife and Kids, they had the logo at the end, and it was like the 5 guys, I think. So.
Which was a great show, by the way, My Wife and Kids.
I like that show. And then
name me some black TV shows that you really, really like.
Steve Harvey Show. Pretty much any show that was named after a comedian, I probably liked it. Martin
Show. I was thinking of doing Dio Hughley Show was really good. I was actually thinking of doing a breakdown or a decoding of the Martin Show, because even though it was funny, it was a funny show, I feel like there's a lot to be decoded with that show. But that's maybe for another time.
Poorest people ever is in Martin.
It's just really good. I like that show. I
really like that.
Cosby.
I actually never watched the Cosby Show. That was one of the see, there you go.
Sorry, y'all.
Had to flip the paper. Had to flip the paper.
The single paper here, I had to throw that bitch. You know, what you mean? Hold on, wait a minute. Let's rewind.
The Cosby Show.
Why have you never watched that? Have you even watched A Different World?
Yeah, I like A Different World. I actually love A Different World. But yeah, see, and that was the weird thing. I didn't know that was a spinoff of The Cosby Show for a super long time.
Mr. For me,
it was like, it was just a different world. Like, I love that show. I just never, it was one of those weird things. It was like, I never got into The Cosby Show. It was like just some famous stuff, like, even though it's totally white, but Full House. I love Full House. See, I always hated it.
You hated Full House?
I was like, I can't stand this. I couldn't even stand the opening.
Day by day.
Are you sure that's the opening? Is that not the opening to Step by Step? Because that's what that sounds like to me. Step by Step, the TV show. Just mixing stuff up. Every 90s theme sound the same at some point anyway. You hit the chorus and it's like,
I want to say that was for Full House though. Remember my shit was Boy Meets World. Oh god.
I did used to watch that. That was one of those weird shows where it was like, at first I hated it, but then at some point I ended up starting to like it.
I always loved that show, man.
Yeah, I started to watch it like was it TGI Fridays?
Oh yeah, TGI used to be the shit, man. You had Boy Meets World. What else you had on there?
Family Matters. Technically started on TGI Fridays.
Wow, it did.
Sabrina
was my shit. Man, you taking me back, bro. I ain't thought about good. Man, keep
I definitely like
take me down memory lane and shit.
Family Matters is another one of those weird things where it's like, for a long time, I did not
like it.
I did not
Why
like
did you like Family Matters, bro?
I don't know. I just did. I think it was because of the whole Urkel thing. It was like you just see the clips. You just see the clips, and it's like him saying, "Did I do that?"
It looked real cringy. It looked real cringy. But the show was
all
good.
I remember, like I started to watch it, and then the thing that sticks out the most was the Halloween episodes, because I always had a thing with like dolls, and that always freaked me out. So I always remembered him having the living doll. That always freaked me out as a kid.
Okay.
But
no, I ain't gonna lie. The Simpsons Halloween episodes was epic, bro.
I love The Simpsons Halloween's episodes, but as far as black shows, pretty much anything named after the actual comedian. Jamie Foxx show.
You're right. Comedians, they really did open the door for television show. If we did, but here's the thing though. This is one thing I have noticed, and we're gonna end the show soon. But I want people to hear what I'm saying right now, because I've noticed this. It actually is comedians that really open the lane for black people entertainment, because the first thing that you could do as a black person to entertain black people was stand up and do comedy. And then it just so happened that we had some of the best people who could just stand up and entertain people as comics. Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin. I throw him in there even though nobody talks about him. But
Malcolm and Eddie.
Malcolm and Eddie, you know, so all these comedians that went off the stage and took their following and did a show, you know, was given white money by, you know, channels and was like, oh, you can do a show, Mr.
Show named after you.
Mr. Murphy. Call it, this rival the Jamie Foxx show. So, you know, it was comedians that really opened that lane, made these iconic shows for now that you getting what we get now, black.
Yeah, you get everything. Yeah,
you get shows that don't even have comedians in it. They're just black shows. So, all-time favorite black show for you, Invisiblekatana, or movie, but let's go with show.
If we're going with shows, that's kind of a tough one.
Make sure it's a recommendation too. So we telling everybody to go see.
For me, it would. I might go Jamie Foxx show.
I
think that would just barely edge out the Steve Harvey show for me. Just barely, because I really love the Steve Harvey show, but for me,
crazy.
I think
I ain't gonna lie. Steve Harvey show was like fucking top 10 with me. Dang, that's bottom of 10. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 11, top 12.
That's Jamie Foxx. I just like that show, and I don't know why I picked that one. I just always kind of like that one. Probably because him always picking on what's the dude, Baxter. The guy who was always like real fancy and stuff, and he was always making fun of him and stuff. Braxton, yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe that was definitely a part of it, but
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was a funny ass show, but I still gotta give it to Martin, bro. I gotta give it to Martin. Martin was hilarious, and actually, in fact, if we can throw in sketch comedy show, Dave Chappelle got the motherfucking bag. He got everything.
Chappelle show.
Fuck a Monique. We banging on Monique today. Bitch, they should have gave your dumb ass $250,000 fucking with Dave Chappelle. Now don't you get quiet. Don't you get quiet. I'm talking my shit. Now everybody in this.
There we go. The Parkers, Moesha.
The Parkers can't hold a fucking candle to none of the shows.
I'm just saying that.
But I'm glad you mentioned it too, because she did have a show. She did have a show.
The Parkers.
Who was better, Monique show or Wanda Sykes show? Matter of fact, I'm gonna stop getting Monique out of here because her show was better than Wanda Sykes.
Yeah, I barely even remember the Wanda Sykes show.
She had two shows. She had one that was like a diverse show. You know, that got the fuck out of here.
Because she had like I remember the Wanda Sykes show, but it was a regular show, right? Because I feel like she had a sketch comedy show.
She did. She was part of a sketch. She had a couple shows throughout her career. Like I said, she had one regular narrative show that was like a white cast. Not even white cast, but black and white. Yeah. They got that the fuck out of here. Who's supposed to like it? Black people or white people? You know we can't all watch the same shit. Same fucking Martin Luther King's dream. This is reality, motherfucker. This
is Fox.
Right? You gonna make it a black show or white show? Or a Mexican show? Never merge. Never the three shows.
Crossing racial streams. We don't do that on.
Don't fucking do that. No, I'm getting mad about inclusiveness, but like I said, your show is whack ass. What was it, Steve Harvey? No, Jamie Foxx. Oh yeah, let me put some respect on Jamie Foxx. Let me put some respect on Jamie Foxx's name.
You don't have to say it's number one, but it ain't.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I watch that shit faithfully every week, bro. But I'm going with Martin or Dave Chappelle show. Chappelle show. Let's start the show. Let's end this motherfucking show, but. Make sure you guys definitely comment below your favorite black show if you are black. If you're white, I know you got a black show. Y'all motherfuckers be watching that shit too.
Everybody watch Girlfriends.
Everybody watch. Oh, Girlfriends was my shit.
Did you know? Oh, you know what blew my mind about Girlfriends?
What?
Kelsey Grammer was the writer on that. Yeah. Didn't realize, for the longest time, I didn't realize that till they did an episode where they made a joke about it, where he like called one of the characters, and then it ended and I read his name, I was like, that's Frasier.
Right.
Like every episode, because I love Frasier, but every episode I see his name, and then when they said it, I was like, that's Kelsey Grammer. Like it finally, that was probably like 3 seasons in when they made that joke, and I was like, Kelsey Grammer is Frasier.
No, I caught it early. I'm like, Kelsey Grammer sound like, because that show was popping at the time. I'm like, that's not something I know. I wasn't really watching the show, but I'm like, that just sound like something I know.
Familiar.
Yeah, but then I realized, like, is that white fucker? But anyway, yeah, you guys comment below.
My favorite white show. Frasier.
Oh, that's my favorite.
Then I found out he did some real crappy stuff. He cheated on his wife, some weird stuff. I was like, oh, Frasier.
Just cheat on his wife, or just got into some weird.
No, cheated on his wife. Like he was like, my mom told me this stuff. Like he was cheating on his wife. Basically, I'm just walking around New York City. I'm super ass famous. I'm gonna just walk with my mistress.
Oh damn.
His wife just out. I was like, Kelsey Grammer did that. I was like, but I love Frasier.
Well, he's a man, you know. We all have flaws.
You gotta separate the creative from the person. I just gotta like the show, Frasier.
That's it. Don't once you hear something about the person, you know, because that'll make you dislike this shit.
Yeah.
Just like when I heard Usher fucking had herpes, bro. I'm like, how I'm gonna listen to Let It Burn again? I can't even, you know what I'm saying? You know what's in my mind? Let it burn. I used to love that fucking song. Gotta let it burn. You know, it's hard for me to say that. Now I know what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Now I know why it was so hard for him to say that shit. Because that herpes on his lip. But anyway, yeah, comment below your favorite or the best black show. It could also be a black movie, you know, or maybe even a black book. Even though everybody know you niggas don't read, so don't even fucking don't even bullshit around. Harry Potter, that's not even black. But yeah, and don't comment, like this motherfucking video. Give us some suggestions of what you would like us to talk about, and don't forget to follow us on social media. We are a few nobodies. I am at Anarchist Beats on everything. Invisible.
I am at Invisiblekatana, pretty much on everything as well. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Like you were saying, follow us. We are at A Few Nobodies on both Twitter and Instagram. And we are at A Few Nobodies Podcast at gmail.com. So definitely hit us up there. Let us know what you guys are thinking, what we should be talking about. Old stuff, new stuff. It doesn't matter. Just let us know. Peace.
Peace.